It's frustrating to talk about this stuff because liberals will equate you with the MAGA conspiracy folks. I mean, it's so stupid though. Like I don't know what to do. It's just like retail theft is a thing, okay? It's not as big as a thing as the media presents it. It's just a thing that happens, okay? It's like crime. It happens. Whether you notice it or not, it fucking happens. Right? Philadelphia sees second night of looting.
In Philadelphia, there's been a second straight night of looting. Stores throughout the city were ransacked last night. Dozens of suspects have...
Dude, what the fuck's going on in Philly, though, actually? Like, what's happening in Philly?
...been arrested in these robberies. Well, Keisha Bailey from our CBS station...
Oh, I have an update on the Bob Menendez thing, actually. We've covered it so much. It's, like, kind of stupid to keep talking about it, but... The Bob Menendez thing, I saw, what's his face? Jeff Klein? Or is it Jeff Stein? I always fuck his name up. Jeff Stein, sorry. Apparently, on the Bob Menendez issue, ladies and gentlemen, if you were wondering what Senator Joe Manchin has to say about Bob Menendez, well, let me tell you exactly what happened. Senator Joe Manchin, who has not called on Menendez to resign, offered a slightly more upbeat look. Manchin told reporters that Menendez made his point and he delivered it very well. Yes! Oh, God, it's awesome. It's so sick. Because of course he did. Of course he said that. That's great. All the worst all the worst villains getting together to be like, listen, we love you, man. You're great.
In Philadelphia has more on the story. Well, Keisha, these stories and these video is so upsetting. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, Gail. It's really heartbreaking. Nat's Beauty Supply Store here in Philadelphia is just one of dozens of businesses that's been left in shambles after last night's looting. Now, I did speak with the owner, and she tells me that her business has only been opened for 6 months.
I can't tell, like, charges dismissed against former Philly cop who killed Eddie Irizarry during traffic stop. So these things have been happening for 2 nights now. I can't tell if it's like people are legitimately protesting and then like it turns into fucking looting and shit, or like I can't tell if it's like people taking advantage of the protests, or they're just like straight up, you know, targeting stores and stuff. I think people really underestimate how much more people have gotten much poorer since 2019. We're gonna see more of this shit. Cause like, I don't really understand. I don't really understand. Like, I don't know if like the media is collectively claiming that like, this is like organized crime. Like they just completely skipped the fucking protest aspect of this. Like absolutely zero of the local coverage around this issue has been about the Philly cop who got off after killing Eddie Irizarry. And I can't tell if it's just like, you know, it's happening at the same time. I can't tell if it's like people are just like straight up looting stores. I genuinely don't know.
Overnight surveillance video captures the moment a group breaks into this business. In less than 1 minute, they swipe merchandise off the walls and shelves, leaving Nat's Beauty Supply in ruins.
How am I supposed to fix this? What's next? Because I don't know.
Elsewhere in Philadelphia, smashed windows, broken bottles, and shelves wiped clean of merchandise is what remains of this liquor store. Thieves grew even bolder on Wednesday, ripping out what was one.
God damn. Okay, that's kind of cool. I mean, actually, like the other two things were fucked up, but like that's, I mean, that's kind of sick. Like, come on. Yo, they yoinked a fucking drive-through ATM, dog. That's crazy. And it's federally insured, you know what I mean? So, dude, Philadelphia is, wow. Philadelphia is just a different planet, dude. What the fuck? They're pelting Santa with batteries. They're fucking stealing ATMs. Like how? What?
Once an ATM at this Wells Fargo bank. The looting rampage began Tuesday night. when throngs of mostly young people forced their way into the stores, filling up trash bags with merchandise.
Courts need to make sure these people pay a price for what they did.
So far, police have made 52 arrests. These grab and run.
The cops. The cop trying to fucking grab onto anybody, but he's too out of shape.
Crimes have become a familiar scene in many stores across the country. Nationwide, retailers lost 112.
Yeah, so like this actually is insane, but this part of it is just propaganda, as we covered extensively yesterday. Shrink is not just theft, okay? So they're fucking wrong about this number. This number comes from, what is it, the National Retailers Association, which is a association that has passion for national retailers, okay? The National Retailer Federation, the National Retailer Federation is an association organized to improve the retailer experience. They're passionate in keeping retail alive, okay? And they want to keep retail thriving. So $112 billion due to theft is a lie. It's not true. It's 37% of that is actually through external theft. 26% of that is through internal theft, like employees stealing shit, which is cool as fuck, by the way, and totally valid and justifiable. And then the rest of it is just like damages, like issues in transit, things of that nature. However, if you were to look at this and go, oh my God, $112 billion, like that's a lot of fucking loss. That part is also, not the entire picture. As far as retail theft goes, it increases when retail increases. Obviously, when more people are doing retail, there's more retail theft across the board, and that number has only increased consistently year over year in expected levels. So all of that is perfectly accounted for. The NRF study said that that shrink is up the line percentage wise over the last several decades. Yeah, it's in line exactly. So anytime the media actually fucking says that retail theft is like going nutty with it, they're lying to you. I just want to point that out. I want you to understand that is not a real fucking valid issue. It's not a valid concern. Of course, it exists. It always exists. Just because you fucking figured it out just now or just found out about it doesn't change that reality. It's just that people are way more hyper aware of it, and they're cutting propaganda around it. Okay. What is this? Organized retail theft bill, an extreme approach to an imaginary problem. An organized retail theft reported to the Chicago police by quarter in comparison to 2003 all the way to 2021. It's up. It went down dramatically during COVID. It went back up, but nowhere near where it was before COVID. It's all it's not a real thing. It's just like sometimes I feel like trying to explain to you what is like factually correct by using empirical evidence feels like an impossible thing to do, because the visceral reaction that is supposed to be drawn out of you when you see a bunch of teenagers, especially oftentimes is racialized too, is a bunch of black teenagers running into an Apple store and like stealing a bunch of fucking phones, is going to be infinitely better in terms of propaganda that corresponds to the implicit biases that already are built into your brain than me being like, well, actually, that's not true. Like, these numbers are false, and they're lying to you. They're trying to fucking massage a narrative here, and it sucks. So that's it. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just like I'm 100% correct. And anyone that says that this is like a genuine problem, a real one, it's really fucked up, is 100% incorrect. And it literally doesn't matter. People can just still turn around and either, one, avoid what I'm saying, like the top of the hour ad break is here, and you should never do retail theft for that. Okay? You should never do retail theft for the top of the hour ad break. You should avoid it with legal memes. Anyway, avoid the top of the hour every by subscribing for $5 or for free, chat. Here's the German ad break now. He's calling you a yapper that sucks BLM's cock. That's awesome. Wait, did I ban that guy? Fuck, I should unban him. Everyone on TikTok and Twitter is being pumped full of propaganda videos only showing black people doing this for some dumb reason. These are all the people who need to make up their minds. Anecdotes and personal experience over data are too powerful. Yeah, you can't really do anything about it because people are very stupid. So, yes, stupid people will believe stupid things, and it's always going to be a much better argument. Are you advocating in chat for more theft or honestly acting like high schoolers until they get some ransacking? Until they get ransacking your home. Yeah, I mean, I do live in at Wells Fargo. Wells Fargo is my home. And when they take the federally insured Wells Fargo ATM, it's the same as like someone coming into my house and like violating my personal space. It's these things are the same. Now, obviously, fucking ransacking small businesses is really fucked up. But also, just something to consider here is that the narrative is being set. It's frustrating to talk about this stuff because liberals will equate you with the MAGA conspiracy folks. I mean, it's so stupid though. Like I don't know what to do. It's just like retail theft is a thing. Okay, it's not as big as a thing as the media presents it. It's just a thing that happens. Okay, it's like crime. It happens. Whether you notice it or not, it fucking happens. It's always been a thing. It becomes more of a thing when material conditions of wealth disparity increase, but making it the thing is a narrative choice. Yes, it's a thing that will happen. If you want to actually fucking solve it, you have to make sure that you solve the underlying problems, which no one wants to. But also, and no basketball with Lud, yes, because they are cowards and they went to a basketball court that is like super fucking far from me instead of the one that I told them to go to so we could ball together. So that's not my fault. I just got my e-bike at a place in my town and they're relocating because they got burglared 3 times in the past month. The owner of this little electric bike store slept in the store with a shotgun. It's comforting to have people question at least. Is it comforting to have people at least question why? Okay. That's a great fucking personal anecdote, right? I agree. That's really fucked up that that's happening. Okay. Who's going to solve it? You think it's the cops? Like, police presence does not fucking solve it. And the police are giant fucking assholes who don't do shit. So there's also that part of the problem, too. It's not like they got detectives on the fucking e-bike case. You know what I mean? Like, they should. They should have detectives on the e-bike case, right? But they don't. They don't give a fuck because they're going to get $200,000, especially after overtime pay this year anyway, for twiddling their fucking thumbs and driving 85 miles down the fucking street and blowing past like multiple red lights. So why the ever-loving fuck would they actually do their job when their price or their performance is not like is tied to their compensation? They don't do shit. They suck ass. They are so bad at their fucking jobs, dude. And honestly, like, if I had no fucking morals and I was a cop, why the fuck would I do my job? I'm getting paid anyway. Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Can you imagine? You're getting fucking free money. You have like literally all the power on the planet. You have unlimited power. Why the fuck? Isn't $112 billion in theft a bit misleading? Maybe it's because I'm dumb, but I don't think a couple of people could rob a year multi-billion dollars worth of merchandise. Yes, that is my favorite aspect of the external theft component, which only makes up 36% of the $112 billion. But you know who's doing that theft? That is a part of the shrink? You! Chatters and their fucking dumbass white friends in many instances. You think that like a couple black teenagers in Philadelphia and a couple black teenagers in, Chicago or California are capable of stealing fucking, $11 billion of merchandise? No, it's literally every single fucking person that walks into a Wawa and like steals a fucking bag of Skittles and puts it in their pocket. That's also contributing to the fucking shrink. So it's really funny when the same dumb Naperville motherfuckers who love getting high as fuck and you know, doing like minor fucking sneaky little kleptomaniac shit at the gas station that are contributing to that fucking shrink, turn around and act like it's actually literally just a bunch of people who are executing these biggest licks you've ever seen. Yeah, and by the way, you want to know what the greatest contribution to fucking shrink has been? Care to figure that one out? It's fucking self-checkout. Okay? Self-checkout, which by the way, they account for. They're like, okay, we're making so much more money by not hiring a person to sit at the cash register, okay? But also, that is going to account for more shrink. It's just that so many fucking people do not understand where this is coming from. Yeah, all the issues you mentioned are valid, but looting and vandalism isn't an appropriate response, and you're literally just giving them ammunition. Giving who ammunition? Racist people? Like, who am I giving ammunition to? People you kind of agree with but are a little embarrassed to agree with because you have a reactionary tendency instead of fucking trying to genuinely understand the issues? Is that what? You're like, oh man, I'm slowly seeing myself get slowly but subtly get reactionary on this issue? Is that what it is? Oh no, man. Like, motherfuckers think that people are single-handedly responsible for billions of dollars of units being stolen. Like they're the Italian mob in fucking New Jersey and they're like intercepting cargo shipments or something. Like, what are you, fucking stupid? That's not how this works at all. It's everyone contributing to that shrink. It's also mostly self-checkout as well. Yeah, giving ammunition to people known for making up whatever ammunition they need anyway. Like, we are, as is the case every single time, looking at like edge cases that are objectively not all right. Okay? Yeah, white women with bob cuts in Naperville will yell about black people and then just not pay for a Snickers. Exactly. And then they're like, wow, did you hear? They stole so much, $111 billion worth. Yeah, dude. They're like, yeah, these kids, they're like pirates. You know what I mean? They're like intercepting cargo freights. The point is, everybody participates in this process, and then we turn around and racialize it by looking at fucking edge cases and acting like that is the sole reason. And it's oftentimes like racialized copium, okay? But regardless, if you don't want this like kind of insane fucking scene to occur, guess what, dude? People that have a lot of money don't do that, okay? People that have a decent wage and a decent meaningful existence are not going to fucking do that. But we won't offer that to people, and so they will go and steal whatever the fuck they can. You know, yoink.
$1 billion last year.
Because of what we're seeing on the theft and the violence, those factors are starting to play a higher role in the retailer's decision to close.
Like, the funniest part about it is that he's like, wow, we defunded the police. That's why. It's like, what the fuck are you saying, dog? First of all, we've never defunded the police. And secondly, they don't do shit. They suck. They suck so much ass, dude. They are so bad at their jobs.
Those impacts hitting major retailers like Target, which is closing 9 stores across 4 states next month because of theft.
Bullshit! Get the fuck out of here. If that was the reason, fuck, I hate this. I hate this so much. Walgreens CFO openly admitted that they lied about fucking retail theft. Retail theft is not higher than normal levels, okay? And $112 billion is not actually all theft. Fuck, dude. The real retail theft that Target is withstanding is like Amazon and Walmart, okay? That's who's fucking cleaning them out. But of course they can't say that. So they have to like massage the narrative a little bit and act like, oh no, it's not the fucking real estate prices that we can't justify any longer. It must be the theft. Fuck you. And fuck the media for putting up, like, for putting a black small business owner as the face of this, okay? Like, that's the other fucking psychotic part of this process is that, like, yes, this person, this lady, not her, she's the journalist here, but the lady that she originally talked to who got fucking robbed is legitimately fucked, okay? And people robbing her store are assholes, okay? It's fucked up. It's 100% fucked up. I will never act like this is a totally fucking valid thing to do. It's not. You're ruining these people's fucking lives in many instances, okay? But, like, there's a reason why they're interviewing her, because she is the party that actually gets fucked by this, okay? Not Target. That's the most devastating part about this story, is that they do not give a fuck about her. She's just a part of the propaganda, okay? She might have unified interests with the National Retailers Federation or even Target in that regard, but ultimately she's the one who can't recover from this situation. Target can, and Target is not even doing it for this reason. She might actually have to close up shop because, you know, her inventory got wiped, let's say, okay? Because it does happen to small business owners from time to time, but that's not the reason why Target is closing up shop in certain areas, okay? It makes me so mad. She has to be a worker again? No, that's fucking, that's ridiculous, dude. Listen to me. That's ridiculous. It's not like you don't know anything about this person. You don't know if she's, like, engaging in wage theft. You don't know what kind of business she runs. Like, you're just making that assertion because you're a small business owner and then acting like it's like fucking bullshit. No, that's not correct. That's not a correct assessment in the situation. Do you think Target's getting hit because of the whole boycott? No, dude. No, Target is getting hit because brick and mortar retail is really, really expensive and in many instances not worth it, especially when you have an e-commerce giant like Amazon that does same-day delivery. Target is simply just like Walgreens, taking advantage of the prevailing narrative to hide their losses, okay? Because if Target were to come out and say, our business is just outright not as profitable as it used to be, and our commercial real estate is far too expensive and doesn't justify us having these stores in every goddamn neighborhood, then they would take a much larger stock hit, okay? This is a really gross way. This is a really gross way to fucking try to massage the truth, to hide it in a prevailing narrative. That's exactly what Walgreens did, and that's exactly what Target is doing now.